What happened from the moment you heard Tupac got shot? And because like I know Bobby Ladd said that Reggie Sr. called him in the middle of the night and said, hey, this just happened, and he basically warned Ladd, this is coming back to Compton.
We heard Reggie Sr., who is the father of Reggie Jr., who was head of security for Death Row. So we get a call from Reggie and says, hey, Tupac just got shot. It doesn't look good. He's in the hospital, but they're saying it's Southside Crips, and get ready because it's coming back to Compton.
Yeah, I remember that. Tupac had gotten shot. It was a 4-man gang investigation unit. Myself, my partner, Eddie Aguirre, Timmy Brennan, and his partner, Bobby Ladd. Those two guys were more so OG. We were the younger guys, my partner and I. Not younger, but we just had less experience and time on it as they did. But we were all about the same age. So we had to work the weekends. They didn't. So I think that happened on a Saturday night. And my partner and I was patrolling, and we knew this is going to be a long weekend because all this crap going to end back up in Compton. And even before that long, we started getting some stuff back and forth between Mob Piru and Southside Crip. It had already made it back to Compton, even before the night was over.
Do you remember what happened, or just
I don't remember what happened. I think it was just some shootings back and forth. I don't think if anybody got shot or not. But anyway, it started that night, and the next day was full blown. I think it was Sunday. It was full blown, and we was working. All four of us were working.
Yeah, and there was Darnell Brim was the first like notable person that got hit. He was the Southside, the kind of Keefe's counterpart at Southside Crips, the other shot caller.
Yeah, he was.
He survived, but he was shot. He was shot in the back, I think.
I think it was Temple and I can't remember the other side street where they had the drug house. And that drug house was a major gang house too. So if you was looking for anybody active from Southside, you could find them there. Not so much Orlando or Al. They wouldn't hang out at that house that much because that house was hot. And they were smart enough to know, I don't need to be there where it's hot at. Unless I'm in and out. I got to go. Not only that it was a major gang spot, but every patrolman knew if you want to go make yourself a quick drug arrest,
right,
you can go get you one there. You know, not so much the sellers because they were smart enough to see you coming way off, but the buyers, they wouldn't see you. You just sit down the street and you just pick them off as they go out. And, you know, that was an easy felony arrest, you know, so.
So the gang war gets going. What are you guys doing about it initially?
That thing get going, and it's not much we're doing because we're just running back and forth from shootings.
Right.
Reggie calls us up and goes, hey, Darnell Brim was over there in Alondra, over there by Atlantic. Off of Castlegate, there's a little store. He was walking in his store, and they did a drive-by, shot him, and they accidentally hit a little 10-year-old girl who's in critical condition. So he said, get your asses down there. And we said, hey, what's going on, man? He goes, I don't care what, just drive around so they can see you, right? That was Reggie's, right? Just so they can see you. Because, you know, on a Sunday, there was no scene that was already taken up, but he didn't. He just wanted us to drive around.
And the divide line south of Compton Boulevard, that was kind of like the major divide line between the Crips and the Pirus, was that Compton Boulevard line.
Right.
Although the South Side Crips hung out farther south down toward Greenleaf, and the Pirus hung out more north up toward Rosecrans. So that's where it's the divide, and we was just running back and forth between those lines.
Yeah, and that's where I think where Suge lived, where he'd grown up. Heron was up there. I think the McDonald's, all the Buntry and all them, James and Timmy.
North of Rosecrans.
Yep,
yes.
All up there. Yep.
Up there, yeah. We did a lot of search warrants that ended up with Southside, Mob Piru, Ludus Park Piru, that whole big deal. It was a mess. We had so many search warrants that we did. We only had 4 investigators. It was myself, Brennan, Eddie Aguirre, and Brennan's partner, Bobby Ladd. It was only 4 of us, so we couldn't handle all the stuff we did. We had to bring in all of our patrol officers, which wasn't merely enough, Linwood Sheriff, Carson Sheriff, I think some guys from LAPD that we knew, they was happy to help us. Some federal guys, we had a whole army. We only had like 130 cops, so we couldn't do everything we needed to do. If we brought every cop in to handle the houses that we're going to do warrants on, there was nobody to patrol the city. So we had to bring other departments in to help us to do all those warrants. And that took us a whole day. We did a lot of investigations to lead up to that.
Our investigators have investigated the shootings in Compton and revealed that some of the motivation for some of the shootings in the city of Compton may have been retaliation for events that occurred in the city of Las Vegas on September 7th, 1996. Las Vegas Police Department was present as observers to our operation. We have cooperated fully with them and have made our arrestees or anyone else that we contacted available if they choose to interview those persons in connection with the events that transpired in the city of Las Vegas.
I had known Orlando before that, but then I got to know him personally because I looked into his personal life after that incident. And after the incident, when we arrested him, I talked with him for a long time.